Hello, good evening to all. Good evening to all. Is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to share my screen. Just check it whether you are able to see my screen or not. So today the topic is SPSS. How many of you are well versed with the SPSS? Can you please tell me? Either you can raise your hands or you can type it in the chat box. How many of you are well versed with SPSS? Actually, I'm just asking because accordingly I will take my class and I'll start from the beginning then. So for that purpose, I would like to know. Shweta ma'am said not ma'am. Okay. What about others? Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Harshika Yadav ji, Lakshmi ji, Sanjay ji, Sulangna ji. Shall I start from beginning? Because it is actually two types of statistics are there. One is descriptive, another one is inferential. Do you know the difference between these two, descriptive and inferential? Do you know the difference between descriptive and inferential?
Ma'am, it would be nice if you could explain that to us.
Hmm. Okay, basic idea. Okay, no, ma'am, not worked. No, ma'am. Okay. So when we type, there are two types of statistics. One is simple meaning of statistic is transforming the data into useful information. We collect information, gather information, and then what we do, we collect some information and accordingly we prepare a data, right? Transfer our data in useful information. So we gather some data, we gather some raw data with the help of some questionnaire, with the help of observation, and then this data is collected together to make a meaningful information for decision making. So this is called simple meaning of statistic is does. So there are two type of statistics. One is descriptive, another one is inferential. When we collect data, summarize data, and we on the basis of that we describe something. Like we collect information regarding there are some numbers given like 31, 35, 42, 62. 91, 55, 66. Okay. If I ask these numbers, what are these numbers? We don't know these numbers. But if I tell this is the age of respondent, 35, 42, 51, 67, 90, 18, right? If I tell you this is the age of the respondent, then what we do, we summarize the data, we collect the information in such a manner that it gives you some descriptive information. Like accordingly, what you do, 20 to 30, you make a group of 20 to 30, you make a group of 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and in this group, you gather the information, you gather the data which lies in this group, and accordingly, we make some information. I'll give you some example. Just a minute. And show you something. Accordingly, you will be able to understand. Is my screen visible? No, not visible. Just check it. Now, I'm sharing this screen. Just tell me what is this. What is this? Hello? Hello? What is
Ma'am,
this?
these are observations.
These are observation, but we don't know कि किसके observation है. Which observation these are. अब मैंने क्या किया, इसमें लिख दिया. I have written it down. Age. These are the observations which was collected by the respondents in terms of age. So this is the age of the respondent in short. ठीक है? This is the age of the respondents. These are the age of the respondents. But the data itself has no meaning unless it process. It has no specific meaning. It is unprocessed fact. But to get information, what we need to do, we have to make a group. How do we make a group? Below 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100, and total. The total observation, these are the total observation of 30 respondents. Now we categorize into some groups. We counted below 20. How many are below 20 age? 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here comes 5. Between 21 to 40, we have to count between 21 to 40. 41 to 60, 61 to 80, 81 to 100. Okay. Likewise, we have collected the information. On the basis of that, we describe the information. This is the information based on age of the respondents. We can see that there are 7 respondents who fall within the age group of the maximum 7 or 8. There are maximum 8 respondents who falls between the age limit 20 to 40 and followed by 40 to 60. Minimum number of respondents are there, that is 4, which falls between the age group 60 to 80, right? So this makes information, and we are describing this in the form of table, in the form of pie chart, in the form of histogram, right? So this is called descriptive. Okay. So this is descriptive in nature. When we talk about inferential, so inferential means when data is collected and we are going to test the data. When we draw conclusion from the basis of collected data and we test the hypothesis. This is called inferential. So descriptive means describing something in the terms of percentage, tabular form, okay. And inferential means with the help of some sample data taken, we go for some conclusion on the basis of hypothesis testing. So this is called inferential, okay. So SPSS, we are talking about SPSS, descriptive analysis. So in SPSS, may I know why SPSS is used for? Why do you use SPSS? Do you know why we use SPSS? What is the function? What is the main motive of SPSS? What calculation we can perform in SPSS? So in SPSS deals with mathematical operation as well as statistical operations. That means we can describe the things. How can we describe the things? With the help of tabular formation, with the help of pie chart, with the help of histogram or bar graph. And when we talk about inferential statistic, we can perform some test. So there are some tests, parametric tests, non-parametric tests, right? So SPS is used for performing the test, descriptive analysis as well as inferential analysis. And we can say that in SPSS, we can go for parametric and non-parametric test also. Now, coming to that means for quantitative analysis, if your research is quantitative based, we use SPSS. Do you know, apart from SPSS, which software we can use? Which software we can use apart from SPSS? Do you have any idea? Hello, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Apart from SPSS, what software you can use for your study? Do you have any idea? No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Apart from SPSS, since we can perform all the statistical and mathematical operations, if you do not have SPSS, although it is available for 30 days free of cost, apart from SPSS, you can use available. Apart from this SPSS, you can go for PSPP. If you do not want PSPP, then you can go for PAST. PAST is another software. PAST is another software. Then we have R. But for R, you must be aware about programming language. You can go for R also. It is used for programming language. Okay. And Jamovi is also there. It is free of cost. It is just, we can say, if you do not have SPSS, then you can go for Jamovi, alternate of SPSS. So, do you have SPSS file? Do you have SPSS? No, ma'am. So you can download SPSS, the crack version from, it is freely available for 25 days. You can search the software in Google, and this is free download. Just simply click on this You have to download this file, and it will ask some simple questions like what is your email ID, your name, and accordingly you have to put some information. And once you confirm, then it will start downloaded and you will get this file, this type of file. Can you see this icon? This is SPSS. This is for SPSS. IBM SPSS statistics, this one. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to IBM statistics SPSS download. Okay. So what you have to do, I'll be sharing this link to you. This is for free version. It will have 30 days trial version. I'll be sharing this link. What you have to do, where it is. Can you see here? This is the top option. This is option written over here. Try SPSS for free. Can you see this? This one, try SPSS statistics. Simply click on this, try SPSS. And then you have to fill the basic information related to try it free. So just simply click on this, try it free, and it will ask, see here, it is written 30-day trial. You have to enter your email ID, your password, you can set your first name, your last name, and then your mobile number. Are you student? You can either click yes or no, and then click on next. It will ask for verification of the email and then submit it. So it will give you a file and it will be downloaded over here, and just download it and finish the downloading process. So you will get this type of icon. So this is SPSS. Okay. So in SPSS, I'll be telling each and everything. Suppose what you have to do, I'm going to open this SPSS, going for new data set. Okay. Or you can simply close it. Now, this is the, you can see these two tabs over here. Can you see this? Data view, and another one is variable view. If you click on variable view, that means you have to enter all the variables which you have shown in your questionnaire. Either it is demographic, or we can say it is related to your study. And whatever variable you are going to show here, that will be reflected in the data view over here on the top. Getting my point? Getting or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So let me start. Let us take the questionnaire format. Suppose this is the questionnaire, and suppose this is questionnaire. Okay. Or you have some Excel file already available with you. Okay. Suppose you do not have Excel file, you have some hard copy of the questionnaire. Earlier, what we do, we used to uh, take all the responses of the respondents through hard copy. After COVID, what we have done, after COVID, most of the things are going online, and we send Google form uh, through which we get the Excel file, right? So I will tell you how to extract Excel file and how to enter the data manually if you have Word file or hard copy of the questionnaire. So suppose this is the questionnaire. Can you see this? So this is the basic information: gender, age group, profession, monthly income, right? And this is the demographic information. And when we proceed further, we can see these are the information related to study, like this. And we can go for this also, this type of questionnaire. That means based on Likert scale. So we will check now how to enter the data manually. So the first variable, these are variables. Okay. So what is the first variable? Can you please tell me what is the first variable? Can you
Gender.
tell me? Gender. So gender is the first variable, and then as I told you, key in whenever you open the SPSS, there are two tabs available. That is data view and variable view. In variable view, you have to enter all the variable, and whatever variable you are going to enter, that will be reflected over here. And then you have to punch the data in numeric form. So the first variable is gender. So you have to write gender over here. Simply click on here. Automatically these things will appear. So gender will be in the form of 1, 2, right? Gender male, female. So now what we do for male, we have to decode it. Male, we have to give 1, and for female, we have to assign 2 number, because we have to deal with numeric data, right? So analysis can be done only when we go for numeric data. So for that purpose, male and female will be assigned some numbers, right? So there are n number of options available, but we are going to assign number. Male is 1, for male it is 1, female 2. Okay. So we are converting that data into numeric. If we go for male and female, then in that case we have to select string. If it is qualitative, if it is, we can say, not financial, not numeric. If the data is not numeric, if the data is in the character form, then we go for string. But analysis can be done if we convert this string or character into numeric. Now, what is width? Width means size. So width means size. It is not going to affect the result, but size means this number of characters you can use. So up to 7 character you can type, up to 6 character you can type, up to 5 character, one Priyanka. If I write Priyanka, so Priyanka is not possible to write in 4 with the width of 4. Priyanka. For that we need 8 character. So we have to increase the width, or we can increase the uh, width size, or we can say increase the width. Decimal, again, it is not going to affect this result, but by default it appears 2, and decimal point, up to what decimal point we can enter data, and by default it is 2. So we can reduce it and we can increase it if we want. Label means if your variable is in the statement form, so what you have to do in name column, you have to concise its statement name. You have to give some name to the statement, and in label you can write down in a paragraph format or in a sentence format, but variable cannot be in this way. Again, if it is a numeric data, then you have to assign numbers, and if it is not numeric, then you can skip this. Missing, again missing, if you have some missing data, then you have to put some data. If data is not missing, then you have to select none. Column, it is the width size. You can increase or decrease the column. Alignment is not going to affect the result. If it is numeric based, then it is aligned, then alignment will be in the right side. If it is a string based, then alignment is in left side. If the type is numeric, then you have to select from 3 scale. Are you aware of three scale? One is nominal, one is ordinal, one is scale. Nominal means we are giving some numbers. We are assigning some numbers. So that is called nominal. Like gender, male, female. So we are assigning number 1, 2. Education, primary, secondary, tertiary, high school. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is for primary, 2 is for secondary. So we are assigning some number. So that means it is nominal. If I ask some question, ki which car do you like the most? I'll give you 4 options. Hyundai, Tata, uh, one is Hyundai, Tata, Honda City, and another one is Maruti. So for you, you will give one number to Tata, second number to Maruti, third number to Hyundai, fourth number to Honda. Everybody is having their own preference. For me, I will give one number to Hyundai, next for Honda City, third for Tata, fourth for Maruti. Okay. So we are giving order, ranking. If it is ranking based, then it is called ordinal. Scale data, simple meaning is if you have Likert based data, Likert scale data, strongly agree, or good, better, best, then you go and select for scale. Okay. Is it clear up till now? Do you want
Yes,
to?
ma'am.
Now, let us understand now. The first is gender. Gender is male and female. Okay. So gender, it is numeric based. With size, you can decrease or increase. It is not going to affect. Label means you can write down any sentence up to no limit. Value you have to assign. So value means one we have assigned for male, and 2 will be assigned for female. Okay. So this is very important part. And then okay. Skip this part. Now measure. This is nominal. So you have to select number. Now I have introduced one gender as a variable. So in data view, it will be reflected here. See gender. Now, if respondent 1 is male and 1 for male, so you have to write down 1. If respondent 2 is female, so you can write down 2. Again female. Third respondent is also female. Fourth respondent is also female. Fifth respondent is male. Accordingly, you have to enter the data. So now you can see some decimal point over here. So in variable view, there is an option of decimal. Simply click on this and reduce the decimal point to 0. So here we can see 0. Since it is numeric data, so numeric data is aligned at the right side by default. So it is numeric data, it is aligned at right side. Okay. If you want, you can change the alignment also, center. Okay. Now, the second is age group, right? Second is age group. So I will write over here age group. Now, when you write any variable in the name column, then you cannot write with giving the space. The space, if you give the space age group, you will not be able to write. It will give you error. See. So either you can go for continuation, age group, or you can go for underscore, age underscore group. Okay. So again, age group will be in, these are the options, but we will assign some number to these age group. So since we are going to assign numbers to these variables, attributes, so what we have to do, we can go for nominal data. So numeric, with size, decimal, reduced decimal point. This is the age group of the respondent. See, there is no limit. We can write easily in the label column. Now we have to assign number. So less than 18 year, so we will assign 1 for less than 18 year. Okay. 18 to 30 years. So 2 for 18 to 30, right? Then 3 for 30 to 45. Then we have above 45. Okay. In this way, we have assigned the values and see it is numeric. The alignment will be right. Again, we have to select which type of measurement scale it is having. So it is having nominal, right? So again, we can see this column appears to be over here. Suppose first respondent is male and he fall in the age group between 18 to 30. So we will assign 2. And second respondent is female. 2 is written, na? And she falls within the age group 30 to 45. So we will assign, we have already assigned 3. So we will write down 3 here. Then the third respondent is also female, but she lies in the age group of first category. So we will assign 1. Again 1. And 1 for male. Suppose 1 for male and he lies in between 30 to 45 years. So we will write 3. Okay. Any problem in this? So similarly, we can go for profession, we can go for monthly income, marital status, family type, frequency, right? Any problem? Now, how to enter this type of? So can you see this is what type of variable this is? What is the measurement scale? What scale do we use? Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me? Hello. So these are some of the. Can you tell me which type of scale is this? Strongly agree, neutral.
This is Likert scale, ma'am.
Likert scale. So Likert scale. So is it possible for you to copy and paste it over here in this column, name column of variable view? This is all the variable now. So can we go for this?
No, ma'am. So we will nominal that also.
So what? No. I'm asking this is scale. Which type of scale is this? This Likert scale, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
now this full statement is not possible to copy and paste it over here in the name column, this column. So what we do, either we cut short the statement. This is the statement related to social media branding. So what we do, we can go for some shortcuts. It is SMB1, SMB2, then SMB3. This is the statement related to social media branding 1. This is the first statement. The second statement. So we cannot copy and paste the entire statement over here because in the name column it is not possible, right? So we go for shortcut SMB1. And now we can copy and paste it over here, and the paragraph, whatever paragraph, if we have some paragraph, we can paste it over here in the label column. This entire sentence will be shown in label column. Getting my point? Instead of showing here, because the full statement with having gap in between, it is not possible to write it over here, because we have to either between each words we have to provide this underscore. We have to mark this underscore, then only it is possible. So generally, uh, you have seen in most of the analysis part, they do not write the entire statement. Else, what did they do? They go for shortcuts. EP1, EP2, EP3, employee performance. Stands for employee, P for performance. EP1, EP2, EP3. Similarly, social media branding, statement 1, statement 2, and the entire sentence we will write it over here in the label column. Now, strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree. So this will also be in the numeric form. It is not going to affect width and decimal point. We go for 0. Then you have to label this 1 for strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, 3 for neutral, 4 for agree, and 5 for strongly agree. Add. Okay. And then you have to select which scale is this. This is not nominal scale. This is scale. Likert scale comes under scale, right? So this we have scale. And similarly, we can go for other Likert scale statements. And in this way, we can enter the data manually. We have to enter the data. The first respondent he is strongly agree. If he is strongly agree, second respondent, if he agree, then go for 4. Again 4. If fourth respondent is disagree with the statement, then we go for 2, 2. Okay. Likewise, we have to enter the entire data manually. Clear? Clear? Now, sometime it happens that you go for Google form and you get the data in Excel format, right? Agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So, it is very easy to import the Excel data into SPSS. But for that, you have to understand some tricks. So, see, this is the small data which I had created in the Excel format. Gender means female, 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 male. So it is in not in numeric data. Understanding? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
It is not numeric data, but we have to convert into numeric data, right? Age is already converted into numeric data. 1, 2, 3, right? Job, private sector or public sector. 1, 2, 1 for private, 2 for public. Experience 0 to 5. It is already converted. No, it is given here, but we have not converted into numeric format. EP means employee performance statement 1. So this is string. This is not numeric. Employee performance statement 2. This is already converted into numeric. This is already converted into numeric. So if you have numeric data, then it will be easier for you. But if you do not have numeric data to convert, it is your responsibility to convert this character data into or qualitative data into numeric form. So how can we go for converting this data into numeric? You have the option of filter. Okay. So what we do, unselect this, select all female. For female, we have to assign 2, right? Female should be assigned 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So what we will do, we will select this and scroll and drag it down. So all females are assigned number 2. Again, click on this, select male. All males will appear. The male will be assigned 1. And now go to select all. In this way, you have converted the data into numeric. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Age is already converted into numeric form. Job is already converted into numeric form. Now go for experience. So 0 to 5, 6 to 15, 16 to 25, about 25. So first we unselect all. 0 to 5. all the data with the experience 0 to 5 years will be displayed, and 0 to 5 will be given one number. So just simply drag and drop. Okay. Then again, this icon is there. No? Click over here. Then go for 6 to 15. Click on here. The data. It will display all the uh, all the experience related to 6 to 15 years. Who is having the experience of 6 to 15 years? We have to assign 2. Simply 2, and then okay. For that, we have to go for this text. Now simply click here. And then 16 to 25 will be assigned 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And then last one, above 25 years will be assigned number 4. Okay. And then select all. And this way we have converted all the data into numeric. Clear? Now, employee statement 1. Let us check. 1, 2, 3 is already given in numeric form, but strongly agree is not given in numeric form. So unselect all and then go for strongly agree. We will get all the data related to strongly agree, and then we will assign 5. Right? Again, click on this icon and unselect all. Then this way we have converted into numeric data. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
What you have to do, you have to save the file in the desktop. You have to save the file, import data to demo. I'll be saving with demo name, import data, demo. Okay. And now I'm closing this file. We can see this file over here. This is the icon. Now I will open my SPSS file, the new data sheet. I'll open new data sheet for the SPSS, and then go to file option, go to import data, because we are going to import data. So which file is this? You can import data related to Excel file, CSV file, text file, SAS data. So our file was Excel data. Simply click on this. We have to search file. We have to search file in the desktop. So the name of the file was import data to demo, right? This was the name of the file, na? Open. So it is working, and go for OK. See, the data is imported from your Excel to
SPSS sheet.
understood? Now, in under variable view, the problem is you have to check this. There is no sense of serial number. Gender. So gender is numeric form, okay, with okay, no decimal. Label, you can give gender, but you have to assign the value. 1 for male, you have to assign. That you have to kept in mind when you convert the data into numeric form. So 1 for male and 2 for female, right? We have done in the same way na, in Excel also. So this is also required, and then it doesn't seem look if it's alignment isn't right. So I will be converting it into center. Okay, I'll convert this into central alignment. The alignment should be in center so that it should look good. Now you have to select the measure. Is gender nominal, ordinal, or scale? Just tell me.
Nominal.
Nominal. Select nominal. Age is nominal, ordinal, or scale? Nominal. Because we have assigned some number. Age, we have assigned some number. Job, private job, public job, so nominal. Experience, we have assigned some number. Nominal. So again, you have to provide value over here, whatever value we had provided there. For age less than 18 year one, 18 to 25 two. So you have to uh, assign the values. This is very important. Don't skip this. This was Likert scale based statement. This was Likert scale based statements. Employee performance one. है ना? So we have to assign one for strongly disagree, then two for disagree, three for neutral, four for agree, five for disagree, right? And then it was this Likert scale question was a nominal ordinal scale.
Scale.
So we have to select scale for all the Likert type scale question. Okay. So we have done with this. Now go for descriptive status. Descriptive means we are going to describe in terms of percentage. So now we have to check how many respondents are male and female. So simply go to analyze, go to descriptive, go to frequency, go to gender, transfer this gender column over here, go to statistics. If you want to find out quartile, percentile, then only click on this, and mean, median, mode if it is for your purpose, otherwise it is not required. The required things are standard deviation, minimax if it is required. This is very required. Not this thing. Mean is required, standard deviation is required, and this skewness and kurtosis. This is required because this is used to check the normality. Are you aware of normality test? Because uh, are you aware of this normality test of normality?
No, ma'am.
Test of normality is the assumption of parametric test. If you go for parametric test, then the test of normality should be satisfied. Parametric test means t test, z test, right? Non-parametric means chi-square test, uh, uh, Wilcoxon test, um, uh, Mann-Whitney test. So these are non-parametric tests. So if your data is not normal, normal means it is not bell shaped. Okay, if it is not bell shaped, I will tell you today. So this is the another we can say this is the test of normality. With this options we can test the normality. Chart, through chart also we can test the normality. So we go for before that I would like to tell you that gender, age, job, these are demographic information, right? So for if you are going for this demographic part, then you have to select this bar chart or pie chart. If it is your scale item, then go for histogram. Okay, you have to check the normality of this type of variable, scale variable. Getting my point? Test of normality should be checked for scale variable, not for this descriptive part. Okay, okay. If the uh, these are demographic information now, gender, age, what I'll be doing, I will transfer the gender over here, then go to statistics. So cancel this or continue with this. Go to chart. For demographic information, either you can select bar chart or pie chart. Anyone, not histogram. Histogram is required at the time of normality of data to test the normality of data. But at this time, data should be scale data. Okay. So we go for bar chart, go for percentage, continue, and then okay. So in this way, we get the tabular format of gender and we get bar graph also. So the tabular format is telling us that there were 60 respondents were there, out of which 5 were male and 55 were female. In terms of percentage, we can say that maximum number of respondents, that is 91% of respondents were female and 8.3 were male. So in this way, we have interpreted the data in the descriptive format, and this is the result of this bar chart. Now double click on this, right click on this, show data label. So in this way, we have shown the 91.6% were female and 8.33 were male, and simply cross it and it will appear over here. Okay. So this is descriptive data. Getting? Let us go for second option, frequency. Now this time go for reset. This time we will transfer age over here. What we have to do? Go for statistics. This is the we can say not numeric data. This is demographic data. So we have to select bar chart or pie chart. This time I will be selecting this pie chart and select percentage, continue and okay. So the tabular data will be shown, will be displayed to you. Out of 60 respondents, maximum respondents were fall in the category 1, that is less than 18 years, 36%, followed by 25%. See, you can see the pie chart. Double click on this, right click, and here you will get show data label. See, it is showing the data label also. Clear? So this is demographic. But when we, are you all there or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
When we go for this, now, since I told you, you have to identify. So this was the descriptive, right? This was the descriptive analysis. If we go for inferential, then we have to go for some test, right? If you are going for some test, you have to apply some test, then there are some things that you have to keep in your mind. Whether the data is parametric, whether you are going for the parametric test, or you are going for the non-parametric test. If you are going for parametric test like t-test, ANOVA, or any other test, z-test, or we can say independent t-test, correlation or regression, any type of test you are going, then what you have to do, there are some assumptions you have to follow. Assumptions means the data should be normal. Normal means the data should be bell-shaped data, where mean should be equal to median should be mode. So I'll tell you in SPSS how to check whether the data is normal or not. If the data is normal, then only you go for parametric test. Otherwise, you have to go for non-parametric test. So to test the assumption of the data, you need to select the scale variable. Can you see this? This time I will select the scale data, EP1. And then I'll go for chart. Under chart, I will select histogram and I will click on show normal curve for scale data only. Okay. And Can you see this is statistics? Under statistics, you can go for skewness or kurtosis. Okay. Continue. Okay. Now, you will check whether the data is normal or not. See, the data is not normal because it is, which type of data is this? Positive skewed or negative skewed?
Positive.
See, this is normal data. If your data comes in this format, this is normal. If left side is greater, if this left side is greater, it is negatively skewed. Left, this is positive. If this side, right side is greater, it is positive skewed. Okay. So now you can tell me which, now you can tell me in our data, is this data normal or not? No, not normal. This side is, left side is having, this left side is greater than right side, na? So it is negatively skewed, right? But when we see this, but when we see this skewness, the value of skewness, can you see this skewness? The value of skewness should be under +1 to -1. The value of skewness and kurtosis should be under +1 to -1. Based on this, data is good. The data is normal. So based on this, we can assume that data is normal because value of skewness and kurtosis is between +1 to -1. But based on chart, we cannot, we have some confusion. Okay. But based on this, this skewness and kurtosis statistical formula, so it is normal. Since it is normal, then we go for parametric test or t-test correlation. Again, I'll explain in another way. Just simply reset this. This time I will be taking EP2. Let us check whether this data is normal or not. Click on skewness and kurtosis. Under chart, we have to click on histogram and click on this and then continue and OK. We are checking for employee performance too. So this is the data. If based on skewness, the data is not under +1 to -1, it is more than that. If we go for histogram is showing the same thing. The data is not normal. So based on this option, graphical view, and based on this skewness view, we come to the conclusion that data is not normal. So we will go for non-parametric test. Okay. Any problem?
Till now, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I have explained you the descriptive part as well as this part also. Now, these are some functions which are performed by, I'll tell you some functions which are required to understand under SPSS. So can you see this file? Can you see this file? So I have made you ready for tomorrow's session, because if you understand today's session, then only you will be able to understand tomorrow's session. because tomorrow's session depend upon this session. You should know how to enter the data, how to go for parametric, how to go for non-parametric test. So for parametric test, you should understand whether the data is normal or not. You should know how to convert the data. You should know how to feed the data. So today I have explained this. I have made your mind accordingly. So apart from statistical function, SPSS go for mathematical computation also. So can you see this? Can you tell me what type of data is this and why we are using this data? What it is denoting to us? What it is indicating to us?
Marks in the each subject?
Nah, in Tamil, in English, in science, in maths, and in social science. Are we able to find out? Are we able to find out the sum of all the marks? Suppose there is one child who's getting 86 marks in Tamil, English. In English, he's getting 70, 74 in science, 40 in maths, social. So can you go for total? In calculator, we can, what we have to do in calculator, we have to add 86 plus 70 plus 74, 40 and 86. SPSS also perform some mathematical computation. For that, you have to click on transform, go to compute variable, and then you have to select under this, you have to select statistical. There's a statistical, and under statistical, you have to select sum. Okay, sum. Double click on this. So this will be appearing over here. Now you have to add all the marks. Tamil, double click on this, comma. English, double click on this, comma. Comma. Comma क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? Just a minute. Analyze, sorry, transfer, compute variable, statistical, sum, then go for Tamil, this with comma. Go for English, transfer this, comma. Science, transfer this, comma. Maths, transfer this, comma. Select social science, transfer this, okay. And now you have to give new name of this variable. So this, the name of variable is total. And then click on OK. So you will get new column of total. This is the column of total. Can you see? Now accordingly, if you want to find out mean, how can you find out the mean? Total divided by n. Either you go for total divided by n, or again go for transform, compute, reset, then statistical. Under statistical, we have the option of mean. Can you see this mean option? Double click on this. Directly find out the mean. You have option na select the option of Tamil, comma, English, comma, science, transfer it, comma, maths, then transfer it, comma, social science, transfer it. Give average, new target variables, average, okay. So in this way, you have find the mean variable, mean. Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to ask any question, please ask related to this. Getting my point? Do you have any question? So based on this, you will know about, you will get to know about this. I have covered in descriptive statistics. So we have learned how to go for descriptive statistics. So tomorrow, t-test and pair t-test and independent test, you can go for it. Any problem?
No. Thank you.
The session is open for question and answer part. Can you please ask some question if you are not able to understand any of the point? So I have shared this with you. I've shared the link of SPSS with you. What you can do, you can download this, the trial version. That this is for 30 days, and tomorrow you will get to understand about the inferential statistics. Sir will give demo on this, how to use this, and accordingly you can practice it. Clear? Do you have any question? The session is over from my side.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.